Good morning, guys. Welcome to Trade Confident. Let's go over Ethereum real quickly, giving you guys an update. Let's take a look at the account, guys. Currently, the account is up. Give it a second here. We are up. I use Coinbase for all the trading in here, by the way, so it's been a lot of fun. We've been winning a lot of trades here, and I'll show you that in a second. 11,268. Market is heading down a little bit here. That's totally okay. We are getting ready to get into some more buy limits. I will be going over the metrics today for Ethereum, so make sure you guys check that out. We're currently at the moment 57 for 57 wins on this channel. The last trade exit I called was a 50% exit for 6.40% profit on DOT. So you guys can see that we have not lost a trade yet. This is why a lot of people are joining us, because we use very good risk management and we simply just haven't lost a trade yet, which is very nice. All right, let's go over Ethereum today, and I'll teach you guys how to get into these trades if you guys want to in the second half of this video, but I want to go over the technical analysis of what I'm seeing here. Ethereum right now is in this consolidation zone here where we're just kind of just playing around within this, some people can argue as a channel trading pattern right here. The bigger channel can be pulled up here, and we're basically just ping-ponging back and forth here. I want you guys to watch this down here, the trend exhaustion, price versus the well money flow. These indicators are going up in price, so make sure you guys do snag them, okay? They're over here in the description under get our trading view indicators, and here you guys go. Here's the trend exhaustion. It's going up in price, as well as the well money flow. This is going up at the end of the month, okay? And these other indicators are going to go up before the end of the year. The bundle pack's the best thing because this will give you guys a crazy good discount. And as these go up in price, this will stay the same, so you guys get appreciating value, and it's just ridiculous because you get 4 other indicators on top of it. Okay, now that you know that, let's watch to see how these are performing here. What the reason why today's video is like, you need to set up your long trades. It's hard to tell right now what's really going to happen, and it's because of indecision in the market. Right now, the whale money flow is just sitting sideways right here. This is just, it's not at the top, it's not at the bottom, as well as the trend exhaustion. We're in this like black zone here where basically it's not giving me a strong sign of, we're due for a move up, we're due for a move back down. Like when we get into the top red sections here, if you follow this straight up, like this is where we end up usually seeing moves back down on the market. We saw this move up right here, and then we saw this move down a nice, 3 red bars in a row. We saw this move up in the top red section here. This ended up moving down with this little bit of a dip. Previous time before that was calling this top very nicely here before you saw a massive red candle down. And then the previous time before that was actually how we were able to call this move back down, was this massive drop here because we got into the top section, as well as these top red sections over here was the call over here before we moved down. So we've been using these indicators very strongly, literally on every video, and I won't use this without them, to call moves down in the market. But right now what's happening is just this consolidation pattern where we're not really sure what's going to happen or where it's going to go. So I want to teach you guys today, what do you do when the market's going sideways and a lot of your indicators and metrics are not necessarily at the bottom looking for a move back up or at the top looking for a move back down? The best thing to do is get set for your next trade setup. Okay, why is that? It's because right now is not the greatest time to be getting into the market because it's consolidation. What I like to watch in here is for actually a little bit further move down here and then get picked up in our buy limit. So that leads me into how you're going to set up this trade. Because if you guys want to trade with us, we're going to 60 for 60 winning trades this month. I'm pretty confident about that. So let me show you guys how to set this trade up. You guys come over here. Your membership is $49 a month. Super cheap. Yes, I am going to be raising the price eventually of this. You guys get access to all the metrics, which I'll be going over today, as well as you need to get access to the live trades. So get that. Come over here. Click live trades. Great. Scroll down here. Here is Ethereum. Guys, I am in this trade with you guys, meaning that I have not gotten picked up yet, but I have my money over here, about $6,000, waiting to get into Ethereum with you guys because I want to win this trade this month. Here's what you're going to do to get into the Ethereum trade. I'm going to use Bitcoin for example because I want to keep it private for our paying subscribers. Here's what you do. Right now, this morning, you're going to see a white line, which is simply the price structure of Ethereum. You're going to see 4 yellow lines below the current price of Ethereum. If you have, for example, $1,000 or $2,000, let's just say you have $4,000, okay? You'll put $1,000 at each buy limit in here. So 25% of your trade allocation, buy limit 1 here, buy limit 2, buy limit 3, buy limit 4. Here are your prices right over here. This is what you guys want to do because I literally, in the exchange right now for Ethereum, I am set up for all of the buy limits to get triggered into so we can ride Ethereum back up here and make some profits, hopefully by the end of this month, maybe even by the end of the week, okay? Set that up, and then once you guys have your first buy limit hit, set your sell limit at the first yellow line up here, and that will be basically the exit. the thing you do after this, so come over here, get your membership, sign up, get into the buy limits. Click Telegram down here, and that will give you guys a hot link to join us over here where I am giving you guys helpful tips on how to exit the market in the profit. The last thing to do, maybe the first thing, is to actually get the indicators so you guys can understand how I'm predicting these exits and moves up and moves down so you guys can watch this because these are predicting moves up and down very greatly. The prices are going up of these indicators if you guys want to snag them. This is going up at the end of the month. You guys, I think you have like 18 days left or something like that, whatever 31 minus 13 is. The trend exhaustion is also going to go up before the end of the year. The bundle pack is not going to go up. It's just going to stay the same. It's definitely the best deal. That's in the description. Get our TradingView indicators is what it's called, and there's a link, as well as the first comment of this video. Now, seeing all that, what I'm want to tell you guys is get those 4 buy limits set up because I do think we have a potential here that we could see Ethereum continue to move down. Long trades are moving out of the market for Bitcoin, which I do believe could push Bitcoin down a little bit further here into the market. We are seeing the trend exhaustion at the bottom here, so I wouldn't have any doubts if we do try to see the price move back up a little bit because this indicator is so ridiculous at calling the bottoms before we see a move back up. So let it happen. Let it come down, let it come up, and then maybe we see a move back down. The best thing to do is get your setups ready for your buy limits, okay? Let's go over the actual metrics for Ethereum today. We are seeing that the emotional index for retail traders in the market as a whole, which is called an emotional sentiment of the market, is sitting neutral right here. Why? Because of the, the beginning of the video of showing you guys basically this channel trading pattern right here. It's stuck in this channel. It's stuck in a consolidation zone. People are like, they're not super greedy because it's not like flying up, but they're not actually terrified either because it's not just dropping out on them. It's like this nice little, neutral zone of emotions. They're like, okay, all right, this was a crazy move, but I've got some equilibrium. I've had a few days to like understand where the price is at. We're kind of just hovering right now. That's it's so funny. That's literally what people are feeling right now. And once it starts shooting up like this, they're like, oh my gosh, I missed out on the bull run. I need to FOMO in so I can get this in case it goes to $10,000 for Ethereum. No, guys, you don't FOMO into anything ever. You don't actually trade with emotions. You simply just use buy limits to get into the market and exit when you're in the profit, like I'm using with these indicators, and that's how we're making profits, guys. I'm not emotional when I trade. You guys have seen me on this for probably over 100 videos now. I get excited, but I get excited because once we're in a trade, that's great. Here's where you need to control your emotions. It's not once you're really in a trade, if you follow your rules and let your buy limits get hit. It's the emotions you have before placing a trade where it's like, oh my gosh, I got to get in here because it's going to keep going up. It's going to break resistance here and it's going to just keep going. You guys FOMO in. No. Like those days of trading are gone. Just get rid of them. It's old news. Don't FOMO into any trades. Use good risk management. That's how you guys win trades, and I'm proving it to you over here. We have people doing insane profits, and you guys can just come over and look at the profits if you want, like thousands of dollars, like $14,000 this guy made in 5 hours with our strategy. Down here, I'll do this very quick because I do this a lot, but even though account took it from $28,000 to $30,000, $2,000 this guy made in the morning, $10,000, $6,000 profit, $40,000, $10,000 profit. Guys, trust me, there's plenty of money to be made, all right? Don't feel like you're missing out. We're doing great. Follow the channel, get the indicators, get your subscription, trade with us. Let's have a blast. Watch this. Long versus short trades on the actual exchange blockchain metrics for Ethereum. What's happening here? Long trades are steadily increasing, but short trades have been increasing as well here. With this increase of short trades and this pump up here, which is correlated to this move up, this does put a bearish sentiment and a bearish pressure on Ethereum. Okay, this is why I do believe we could see Ethereum move down a little bit further here. If we do move up, it might just ping pong here a little bit more and come up to the structure high and then move back down. Our buy limit is very close to this level right around here. I don't know exactly where it's at. It's on the charts and they'll be updated, but it's right around this area where even I'm getting ready to be picked up in here. So this is a bearish sign so you guys can understand how to read this. When short trades have historically increased on Bitfinex here, this is when we do see the market move back down. We obviously saw this happen over here when we hit this all-time high and then we saw the move back down. The precursor to that, prophesying that was really the increase of short trades. Where we're seeing that over here and that called the drop there, we're also seeing this over here on this move. So I do think that is a positive correlation with short trades increasing of price structure decreasing, okay? Let's move down and take a look at this. Long versus short trade risk, where does this lie? The blue line is sitting neutral right here. Again, it's because we're in this consolidation zone where it's like, should you take a short, should you take a long? My best advice, guys, is do not get into any trades today. Wait for the buy limit to get hit because I do think we could still see a little bit further move down here to get us triggered into a good long trade and get it on further discount. All right, what are the Wells and Institutions smart money doing? It's been very interesting lately to watch this. So as price went down here, as we can see this, what ended up happening is we saw an accumulation of long trades in the market. Great. Price structure went down, and then we started seeing this move back up here. This doesn't look like a lot in the market here. Okay, it doesn't look like a lot, but if you guys are actually in here and they're using, quick scalping techniques, it's actually not too bad. It's about 6.30%. Even a 2 to 3% increase in here is not bad. What I want to make sure you guys are watching, though, and let me get back over here, is that see how high these are? Like, these are decent metrics bars in here, but when we start getting down to these lower areas, this is where we really need to start paying attention, is up into these top zones and bottoms. Because when this happens, this is when huge moves can start moving back down in the market, when we see the huge drops, or when we see these moves in the market here with long trades increase, where we see nice moves back up. This over here is an extension rally, an overextension rally. So what we've been seeing mostly is an accumulation of short trades, and we saw this here in the market yesterday. It's very hard to start trading this when you see consolidation, because a lot of people, if everyone's just completely honest with themselves, we are all kind of guessing right now to see what's going to happen with the price. That's true. Okay, I know you can pull out patterns and you can predict of what's going to happen, but we are all speculating what's going to happen at the moment. The way we get a higher chance of predictions being true is when we start seeing overextensions in the market, where we actually see moves down to the bottom red section like this, and we actually can call these moves back up very strongly, because we see that the trend exhaustion, our indicators are at the bottom, and we see moves back up. In a consolidation zone, it's very hard to predict what's going to happen next. It's why the price moves the most. Let me teach this to you guys. You guys have been asking in the comments for more teaching. Let me teach you guys why a price moves stronger out of consolidation than an overbought and oversold area usually. It is due to this. It is because when you have a lot of traders trading around the same price, you have a lot of indecision in the market, and a lot of stop losses are placed very tightly. So a lot of people who went long here most likely have their stop losses here. People who went short most likely have their stop losses here at structure high. So if this thing blasts out and this thing goes long, everybody who's long, great, they're making money, fantastic. But everybody who went short is having their stop losses hit. They see a break of resistance, so they flip their positions and they go long to make up their losses, and that's how you drive the price up really quick. Not to mention buy stop orders above structure high that are going to get triggered to push the price up even further. Now, why could it go down really fast? Well, everybody going long in here, getting their stop losses hit, they're like, oh my gosh, it's falling without me. So they try to cover their loss by end up opening short trades to join the people who are already selling in the market, and that drops it very fast, as well as sell stop orders below the current price. So you have 3 people and 3 parties all selling at the same time or buying at the same time. That is why very strong moves can happen right after this setup in the market of indecision, okay? So if we see that, where are we going to go? For Ethereum, I've been calling this out here like every single day, $4,030. That is the place where I'm looking at in here. $4,030 puts us right up here at the structure high. This is where I could believe we could hit if we come back down here, or if we don't, and we just start seeing a massive move back up. We're going to have to break resistance here first, which I could see this come up here and actually start breaking down a little bit, but we need to watch that. Up this area, about $4,000 is where I do believe we could actually hit before the end of this month. So by November 1st, we could hit $4,000. It's absolutely reasonable. Where's the reasonable area of heading back down? Well, that's super clear on the chart. It's between this 3,000 and about 2,600 level. So 2,600 puts us at this structure low at the bottom here. 3,000 puts us right around these structures at this level. So a move down to 3,000 or a move up to 4,000 is absolutely possible. Now, your question is, well, okay, Travis, that's awesome. Great. You haven't helped me too much. Which way is it going to go? I'm not going to tell you which way it's going to go, because nobody in their right mind knows which way it's going to go, okay? That's what we need to give a lot of YouTubers and educators more grace. Like, we were trying to expect them to be like, you need to call the bottoms and the tops perfectly. Yeah, we've done that. We've called great drops in here. But at the end of the day, I want to just be like, coming out here and start shifting the mindset of YouTubers and like as us viewers. Guys, we are all speculating. This is why I'm so adamant that you guys use our risk management strategy, because at the end of the day, our metrics can be wrong. All of your indicators can be wrong. All of your metrics can be wrong. All of your chart patterns can be wrong. It comes down to good risk management if you want to continually win trades. I will never change that sentiment. It is true. It is true. It is true. You can get in and you can make good profits with indicators because they can call some moves up. But if you want to trade for longevity, it all will always come down to good risk management. always, okay? That's why we haven't lost a trade yet, as well as the indicators in the metrics, okay? Looking at this dollar cost average entries, I covered this just a couple days ago. We haven't seen another bar go off here, but if this does start moving down here, we will possibly see another green bar. Basically, it says, if you guys got $10,000 and you want to throw $1,000 in every time you get a green bar here, great, you can do that and you can ride this up. I'll actually show you another way of doing this in a second here on this video. It's the dollar cost average. Basically, exit points, calling this really well, guys. We're saying, hey, if you're in a long trade, look to take some profit. I mean, this isn't telling us we're going to crash right away. It's just like, hey, maybe take 25% out of your profit of your long trade, or maybe take 50% out of the trade because we could see a move back down. It's exactly what we did for Bitcoin. We saw a move up. We ended up taking 32% profit on our first buy limit. It was a really great move. And then we ended up exiting. Now we're getting ready for our next trade setup. So what you guys need to do, I'll show you how to set this up, and then I want to go over how to get into dollar cost average entries with our indicators. Come over here. It's $49. I am going to look to raise the price of this, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know exact dates of when. The reason for this is we're getting so many emails and we're literally exploding as a channel, and like you guys are joining over here that I need to hire more people. So when I up this, it's literally to help us like pay for hiring more people for the channel, okay? To help give you guys support and like just run this thing. So I'm not doing it yet because I'm trying to keep it low so you guys can get all in here, but I am just keeping you guys aware of that if when I up this, you guys will all be grandfathered in at $49 a month. So if this goes to, let's say, $75, $100, $200, you guys will stay at $49 a month for those of you guys who get in now. I don't know when I'm going to up it. It might be next month, or it might be the end of the year, or some other times. It depends on how fast we continually keep growing, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down. Anyways, get your membership, come over here, set up your 4 buy limits for any of the coins that you want to trade. Get the indicators set up on your charts so you guys can follow the movements of price, and then get into the Telegram channel down here where you guys can follow me. Now, I'm going to end the video with this because you guys have been asking me, is there a better way to get in for dollar cost average entries and just hold for the long term? Here's exactly what I want to teach you guys. Here's what you're going to do. Get the trend exhaustion, get the price versus well money flow on your charts, and this is what you want to watch for. When you guys see the trend exhaustion push to the bottom red section down here, as well as the price versus the well money flow down here, this is where you guys can see nice moves up. Now, did this push all the way down to the bottom? No, this was definitely lower than this was down here. Now that actually correlated to a lower low down here than what we saw. Let's take a look at the previous time. Did we see the well money flow at the bottom? Check. Do we have the trend exhaustion at the bottom? Check. Awesome. Do we see the trend exhaustion at the bottom red section? Yes. Is the well money flow a decent move down? Yes. Do we see down here the trend exhaustion at the bottom? Is the well money flow at least moving down here on the lower section? Yes, it is. This is where you guys can look to dollar cost average entry. Throw $1,000 in here if you want. Throw $1,000 here on this dip. Throw $1,000 here on this dip right here. Throw $1,000 here on this dip. Like, you're literally buying into the best drops in the market if you guys want to just hold this for 5 to 10 years. Like, if you want to spot trade, that's awesome. Take 75% of your money and spot trade with us up and down in the market. If you want to take 25% and just simply wait for this setup on the chart, guys, put money in and just hold for like 20 years and you'll do fantastic. I promise and I guarantee you guys, I can say this with confidence, that you guys will get into discounted prices every time because these indicators cannot print these metric values down here without the price going down. Why? Because these are correlated to volume data on the exchange. There has to be selling pressure in order to get picked up down here. So that's how you guys can dollar cost average in here and hold. Anybody who got into any of these are in the profit right now, obviously, because we're up here at the moment. And if you guys do this and you want to sell in the profit, great. Simply look for the trend exhaustion to be at the top and the well money flow to be at the top, and you can take exits on your long positions as well that you are holding. Guys, these indicators are incredible. The metrics are incredible, and the risk management is doing very, very well for us. That is why we are 57 for 57 wins, and we're going to try to go for 60 for 60 wins by the end of this month. So God bless you guys so much. Get your buy limit set up for Ethereum. Get the indicators because I am raising the prices of these. Get in the Telegram channel. Come along, join us, and let's all make some more money together. All right, guys, have a good one. Let me know if you have any questions. betradeconfident@gmail.com is our email address, and I'll help you guys out if you have any questions. Let's do this. Let's make some money. See you guys.